Several fast food joints and cafes have gained immense popularity recently, such as Rameshwaram Café, Burger Singh, and Chai Point. Rameshwaram Café, for instance, is reportedly earning 4.5 crores per month. But are they really making that much money? Let's see how Rameshwaram Café is performing against other cafes and restaurants. And the best way for comparing to brands like McDonald's, Starbucks, and other such big names. Rameshwaram Café makes an estimated revenue of 4.5 crores per month. In comparison, Starbucks nearly makes 22 to 25 lakhs per month. And it's not just Rameshwaram Café. Other popular stores in Bengaluru alone, such as Taza Tindi and South Kitchen, reportedly earn about 1 to 2 crores per month. While other big brands such as McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King are dwarfs in comparison. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'll start my own cafe and make crores per month. But opening a quick service restaurant or cafe in India is not that simple. If you are considering opening a quick service restaurant or a cafe in India, let's talk about what you need to think about and the challenges you might run into. It's a common misconception that higher margins automatically mean more profits. However, this isn't necessarily the case, especially in the restaurant industry. In this case study, I'll break down the fundamental unit economics of a restaurant that truly makes a difference. Understanding this concept is crucial for decoding the business dynamics of any restaurant worldwide. Let me break down what the quick service restaurant industry is all about. There are two major components of a quick service restaurant. On one side, you have got the food industry, where they make the food from scratch to finish. Then there's the hospitality industry, where they serve the customers. When these two come together, you have got a restaurant. A restaurant is basically a mix of these three things: the cost of ingredients, how long it takes to cook the food, and how long it takes for customers to eat it. Let's simplify it further by looking at two factors at a time: cost and cooking time. This gives us a neat 4x4 grid. Low cost, low time, high cost, low time, low cost, high time, and high cost, high time. Let's dive a bit deeper into cooking time, which depends on two main factors: one-time cooking and one-at-a-time cooking. Take chicken biryani for example. It's cooked all together in one pot, so the average time per plate is low. That puts biryani in the category of high cost but low cooking time. Now think about fried rice. Because the ingredients are simple and it's cooked all at once, it falls into a low cost, low time category. Now let's look at the dishes prepared one at a time, like aloo paratha. The ingredients are inexpensive, but since each paratha is made individually, the cooking time per paratha is higher. Sometimes you get a mix of both, one time and one at a time cooking. Take momos. Stuffing and folding them is done one at a time, but they are steamed all at once. So momos end up in the low cost, high time category. Similarly, dishes like idli, sandwiches, dosa, beverages, ice creams, and various types of dals and curries fall into the category of low cost, low cooking time. Items like mutton, crab, and mushroom are categorized as high cost. Pizza falls into the high cost category, but somewhere in the medium time range. Salads are considered as high cost, low time, while chicken burgers fall somewhere in the middle of the quadrant. Now, let's talk about the next factor: price and eating time. Again, eating time depends on whether it requires dining or can be eaten while standing. Here's where it gets interesting. Take a roll for example. It takes more time to prepare than noodles, but it's quicker to eat, especially if you're on the move. Similarly, dishes like biryani and fried rice takes less time to cook but more time to eat. In contrast, momos take more time to prepare but less time to eat. Ice cream takes slightly longer to eat compared to drinking a cold coffee. This provides a comprehensive overview of the situation. Consider three different eateries: Biryani Paradise, Sandwich Attack, and Flavor Heaven, a full-fledged multi-cuisine restaurant. Each establishment operates for 10 hours, has seating for 20 customers, and is located in an area with an average population of 5,000 people. Since biryani requires one-time cooking, the staff at Biryani Paradise needs to start preparing it at least 3 hours before opening. On the other hand, Sandwich Attack and Flavor Heaven can start preparing just 1 hour before opening. For biryani, which is a cooked dish, 2 specialist cooks and 2 serving and cleaning staff are required. The same staffing requirement applies to Flavor Heaven. But since sandwiches are dry items, they don't need a dedicated chef or cleaning staff. All 4 members can prepare and serve simultaneously. Continuing, biryani only requires 5 minutes to serve and 40 minutes to eat. Similarly, a sandwich can be prepared and served in 10 minutes, takes 15 minutes to eat, and also doesn't require any cleaning as it can be served with disposable plates. On the other hand, preparing a full meal takes at least half an hour, about an hour to eat, and if it's for a family, it might take even longer. So the total time spent per customer is 45, 25, and 30 minutes respectively. In restaurant terms, this is referred to as customer dwell time. The cost of biryani is 150 rupees with a profit margin of 40 rupees, while the cost of sandwiches is 60 rupees with a margin of up to 20 rupees. The average cost of a meal is 250 rupees with a margin of 70 rupees. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario where all 20 seats are occupied for the entire 10 hours. So, Biryani Paradise can serve a total of 220 customers. Now you might wonder how I arrived at the number 220. If there are 10 total hours and each customer takes 45 minutes, then it would be 600 divided by 45, which equals 13. With 20 seats, it should be 13 times 20, resulting in 260, right? Well, that calculation doesn't quite work here. That's because even if there are 20 customers in line, we only have 2 staff members serving. So, from the 3rd customer onwards, they have to wait in line for their turn. Therefore, the approximate number of customers served would be 224 for Biryani Paradise, 456 for Sandwich Attack, and only 96 for the restaurant. The profits are 8,960, 9,120, and 6,720 respectively. If we go further into this, the staff of Biryani Paradise are working a total of 13 hours. This means the per hour profit per staff member is 172. And for Sandwich Attack, it's 203, while it's only 153 for the restaurant. So, even though Sandwich Attack works fewer hours and charges less, it makes more profit. And this is just the beginning of the story. There are significant drawbacks for a restaurant, particularly because of its wider menu variety. Customers often take more time to decide what to eat, which increases the customer dwell time. Consequently, fewer customers are served and labor demand remains underutilized during that time. Moreover, if a customer decides to add something extra 15 minutes after placing their order, it causes further delay. Furthermore, if there are more occupied seats but fewer orders served, it creates a negative perception. Let me illustrate. If a cafe is completely empty, your time utility is high because you'll get your food faster. However, your perception value might be low, as you may assume it's not a good choice and decide to skip this restaurant and proceed to next one. Conversely, if a cafe is overcrowded, your perception might be high, but your time utility is very low. In this case too, you might opt to go to the next cafe. So the optimal solution is somewhere in between. This is also known as the Goldilocks Zone for restaurant selection. However, for a sandwich, this isn't the issue at all, as it can be eaten while walking on the street. To a customer, whether all the seats are occupied or not doesn't matter. So the utility lines shift towards the right for a quick service restaurant model. In short, an item with low ingredient cost, low cooking time, and low eating time can generate better profits under maximum potential. Now, let's check our matrix table to see which items fall under this category. The items listed on your left have low cost, low cooking, and low eating time. Most quick service restaurants serve items from this segment. This is why every major fast food chain is built around these items. Despite biryani's popularity, there's no global brand centered around it. Quick service restaurants offer a limited number of items, but with high variety. This is called a focused menu. A focused menu helps overcome decision paralysis, which occurs when we are presented with too many options, making it harder to decide what we want. As we have seen in the example, if a customer delays ordering, it increases their dwell time, resulting in fewer customers served. So, for a quick service restaurant, less items in the menu are actually beneficial. Also, cross-selling is a common strategy used in quick service restaurants. Have you ever been asked, would you like an extra fry for 39 rupees when ordering your burger at McDonald's? This approach is known as cross-selling. It involves offering customers products that complement the ones they are already purchasing. Through this technique, the restaurants almost double their average order value. Let's also consider some drawbacks of entering in this business. Recent statistics on restaurant failures indicate that a restaurant is most likely to close within its first year, while others don't make it past their fifth year. But why is the failure rate so high? Here are some common reasons why quick service restaurants struggle. The fast-paced environment of quick service restaurant can result in increased stress levels for both employees and management. As a result, the attrition rate within the restaurant sector reached a high of 60% in 2023. Attrition rate basically means the rate at which employees leave an organization either voluntarily or involuntarily. Another major factor is ensuring consistent quality amidst a large number of orders is quite a challenge for quick service restaurants. Also, the success of quick service restaurant often hinges on factors like location, foot traffic, and closeness to other establishments. Let me give you a quick example to illustrate these points. Imagine a quick service restaurant located in a bustling shopping mall. Despite having a prime spot with high foot traffic, if the restaurant struggles to maintain consistent food quality due to the overwhelming number of orders, it can lead to dissatisfied customers and ultimately affect its success. Similarly, even if a quick service restaurant offers excellent food and service, and if it's located in an area with low foot traffic or little visibility, it may struggle to attract enough customers and to sustain its business. So, while factors like location and foot traffic can provide opportunities for success, they also come with their own set of challenges that quick service restaurants need to navigate carefully. If you like this video, consider subscribing. Well, subscribing isn't going to cost you anything unlike opening a restaurant.